Of all the revealed characters for the Reignited Trilogy that we have seen up to this point, I have a very strong feeling that this will make the largest number of fans happy. How is that, you may ask? Well, because, and in the mother of all coincidences, since I nearly got arrested for looking almost identical in clothing to an armed robber, I am not making that up, we finally had the reveal of Bianca from the Reignited Trilogy the day I happened to have uploaded my Spyro 3 review, which I'll leave a link to that in the description below. So, with that said, let's take a look. So, right off the bat, Bianca herself not only looks freaking amazing, but much like with Spyro and even to a lesser extent Hunter, this, I feel, is about as accurate to her original PS1 counterpart as you can possibly get. Speaking of which, just as a side note, I honestly cannot wait to see these two having their, shall we say, moment in Fireworks Factory. It will be grand. But getting back to the design for a moment here, I just love everything about it. On top of it looking faithfully accurate, and to be clear, I have nothing really against the noticeable overhauls of characters like Sheila, Zoe, and especially with Alora. My commentary on her, with it also being my most viewed commentary to date, by the way, states from the title alone how I pretty much feel about her redesign. Nevertheless, even I think it's quite refreshing to finally have something, again, that both feels and looks familiar, while still being a total upgrade. Things like her cloak looking more naturally like a cape in this than it ever did before, the magic wand, the spellbook, it just, I just have nothing that could express how amazing she looks. Now, before we go, I want to also go ahead and talk a bit about the throne room. Much like Bianca herself, this looks amazing, yet still looks and feels familiar. One of the big things to note, on top of it looking quite... From a sunken pirate. No, I am not getting flagged for copyright in a commentary, so go away. Sorry about that. So yeah, on top of it looking rather shiny, the thing to note about it is the dragon egg theme going on all over the place. From decor on the wall, to having a statue near the throne, to even having more clear jeweled ones on the arms of the throne itself, which you could argue was kind of there in the original, but it wasn't very clear. They just kind of looked more like typical jewels. Here, they look clearly more like jeweled shaped dragon eggs. The other thing I'd like to talk about that I didn't really talk that much about in my review is the wings on the throne. They may have been there in the original, but the thing I like about that, not only does like with everything else does it look nicer, but it also kind of ties into her downright morbid and sick desire to make a potion out of the wings of little dragon hatchlings by means of killing them so that she could be immortal. Yeah, I talked a bit about that in my review, but that's still friggin' sick. So, overall, it is finally nice to have Bianca here. She looks amazing, the throne room looks amazing. Now, at this point, I just really want to see the friggin' sorceress from this point forward. She may not be my favorite villain of the entire series, but I still am looking forward to seeing her regardless. So, with that said, I'm King Gargantuous, and I'll see you all next time.